is your sign?
I am a Taurus.
And what is the most Taurus thing about you?
The most Taurus thing about me, like, yeah, I love to eat. But
You about to be shy here?
I don't think Taurus are shy.
Yeah, but you were just kind of like...
Yeah, like I was a little nervous.
I like to eat.
You know, I love to eat.
There we go.
I love to eat, but like I'm stubborn. Like I am a Taurus. I'm stubborn sometimes, but like I'm loyal to the fault. I'm loyal to the T. You know what I'm saying? But I eat a lot, and I'm stubborn. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So where are you from?
I am from Orlando, Florida.
And what is the? I'm laughing right now because I saw a meme. I'm gonna show you. So what is the most Orlando, Florida thing about you?
The most Florida thing about me? I'm Florida, dog. So everything. You feel me? Like, shoot. I say jit a lot.
Jit.
I say jit a lot. I'm always gonna have a hoodie on.
Yes.
Right?
Me too.
I got my shorts and my hoodie on.
Like the magic?
There it is.
Magic,
I am a Magic fan.
Shaq by the Magic.
Please.
Yo.
Yes.
You saw that?
I need that. I tweeted that. Shaq. Yeah, you did wonderful things for
Public
us.
service announcement.
This is a PSA coming from Girls and Boy Briefs. Lexx is asking you to buy the Orlando Magic as a fan. I've been a fan since you were here and before then.
Mm-hmm.
Help me. Help me. So yes, I am a Magic fan. So I guess that is the most Florida thing about me too, because I go hard for my guys.
Yeah. No, same. Yeah, my parents have like the flag, the clappers, all that type of thing.
Yo.
Wait, can we talk about 2009 and how like we went to the
finals and we almost won? Can we? I know that was the year we graduated.
Yeah.
That was a lot happened in 2009.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about that. Kobe, rest in peace, Mamba. They came and they took it, but we did the damn thing.
Well, we were there.
We were there.
We were really in there.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love that.
All right. What gets you out of bed? Like when you got up this morning, what was that motivating factor to get you up in the morning?
You know what? Right now I'm appreciating life a lot more. So I've created like a routine, and really getting up, doing my devotionals and doing my morning essentials, that is really what gets me up. Now Girls and Boy Briefs and pushing that in my community, like really put it on for the LBGT community right here in my hometown. That's what gets me up every day, you know. Really creating a platform of security, of comfortability, and just like originality. That is what's getting me up every morning.
What do you feel is like that purpose behind Girls and Boy Briefs?
The purpose behind Girls and Boy Briefs, honestly, even still to this day, it's not easy to come out. It's not easy to be, gay. It's not easy to be a black lesbian. You feel me? A mass presenting one at that. So it's important for me to give an outlet for the women. That changes the stigma. That changes the stereotype that we just want to be men, or we just want to. We have goals. We have aspirations, and we're women that dress like this, but we're not trying to be men. We have a platform. We have a purpose, and creating Girls and Boy Briefs is the reason why. I want to change the stereotype for sure. For sure.
What is one advice that you would give to 13-year-old Lexx?
13-year-old Lexx. Be okay with who you are. You know what I mean? Like, that's super cliche, but like, now that I'm learning my identity, now that I know who I am and I'm comfortable with what my creator made me to be, there's nothing that no one can tell me about myself. You can give me your opinions and your thoughts, but I stand firm and I'm rooted in who I am. And, when we're younger, we're not taught how to be secure in ourselves, right? We're running around with insecurities and all kind of things. So I would definitely tell younger Lexx, just be you. It's okay to be you. Whatever whatever it is that you're going through, it's all for a purpose. So just embrace it. You know what I mean? For sure.
All right. Who are the 3 women that are blowing your mind right now?
3 women blowing my mind. Are we talking like musically or just like in general?
Let's go musically first.
Musically, Beyonce is always gonna be the queen of everything. She's like, you don't break my soul, right? She's always been putting on for like women empowerment and things like that. I'm a big fan of Issa Rae.
Mm.
I miss Insecure. I do.
PSA, another
Another one.
Another
one. But yo, she's doing phenomenal things for the community. From her coming from LA, it's super inspiring because she's putting on for LA. Big
so she's
time.
She's from LA.
Yeah, she's from LA.
Cool.
So a lot of her things is real homey.
Yeah.
And it inspires me to make Orlando just as vibey, just to show how I'm connected to my city like that. She's inspiring. Lena Waithe is very inspiring, and she's inspiring because she's a mass presenting, lesbian doing her damn thing in the community, her community, but also in the industry. You gotta think we don't really have a platform. Mass presenting lesbians, we don't really have a platform in music and media and arts and things like that. We trickled here and there, but she's really kicking down the doors and allowing us to have that platform. So Beyonce, Issa Rae, Lena Waithe, 3 women. I just want to put on for the community and give that outlet and really just put on for the city for sure.
How did you feel when you saw that maybe that first representation of yourself on TV? Because I feel like, first of all, as a woman of color, number one. And then number 2, as a woman who represents a different type of community that is not represented on the big screens and general market ever.
It's not like now. Not common. I think the first representation of that for me was Set It Off. Cleo and Set It Off. Queen Latifah was probably the first, if you want to say mass presenting, but she hid herself for so long. It's now a few years ago where she's open to the, but of course we knew, but that was the first representation of a mass presenting lesbian. Oh shit, that's on TV. Is that okay? You know what I mean? So for sure, that was the first representation. And now, like I said, with Issa Rae and Lena Waithe, and even with some of the movies that are coming out, they're starting to put it out there, and I can appreciate it. You know what I mean? For sure. Yeah.
So going in that route of representation, because I feel like we could see entertainment as far as in movies, which is really important, of course, actors and those types of people maybe acting as a lesbian, bi, LGBTQIA, right? Individual, but when you actually see somebody who isn't acting, who's actually just being themselves,
that's inspiring. It's inspiring, and it gives me someone who wants to work with Lena Waithe, or someone who wants to be a representation of a mass presenting lesbian in those roles. It gives me a hope, because it doesn't have to be Halle Berry playing a gay woman, right? Yeah. You can actually go to these auditions as a gay woman and go for the role, and you'll have an equal opportunity to get it because you're being your true authentic self.
Right.
So I love that it's an opportunity for us to be ourselves, and if I can create a platform that is just presenting mass women in the best light, that is really my goal. Even if it's not for me, it's for anyone who's following after.
I love it. Going back to family, right, and growing up and culture, can you speak a little bit on the Black culture and how?
So keeping it all the way funky for me, it wasn't easy coming out. It wasn't something that I was eager to do. My family was not with the gay shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? It was frowned upon. We wasn't raised that way, and we didn't raise you to be that way. So for a while, I hid it because I also have 2 younger sisters. So I didn't want to, and I'm still trying to figure it out myself, you know what I mean? But it was tough. They weren't accepting. Now they know that I'm still their daughter. Nothing's changed. My preference is my preference. So they're not against it, or they're understanding. They're learning. My mom, on the other hand, who was completely simple-minded, shut off. My mom has now opened her mind to this lifestyle and the things that are happening in the world with the transgenders, with like, to have those kind of conversations with my mom now is a blessing, because before, when I was coming out and stuff like that, it was like it was a hard no. Like, no, my family, my nana, oh, there's so many, handsome black men out there, black men, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, yeah, for sure, I'm black love for sure, but that's not what I want. You know what I mean? And a lot of their opinions is why it took me so long to come out and be who I am and okay with myself, because my family, I love my family. I put my family and I hold them to a high esteem. So I would always, not now, I would always cater to their thoughts and their feelings and their opinions of me. One, I'm the oldest. I'm the only gay one. So it's like, I don't want that. But like now, it's like, whatever. Hey.
So how did it feel when you started actually listening to yourself and actually catering to yourself and your needs and what, putting yourself first?
Free. Like, at that point, it became like I became okay with myself. I started to dress, that made me comfortable. I started to, go and be okay with who I am walking in the streets. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, you don't like me. And of course, it took a lot, being with my girl, over time. That helped as well, because she accepted me. There was people that in my life who accepted me. You know what I mean? So it's like, granted, I would prefer my family to accept me, but I gotta keep it pushing because it's not changing. I'm not changing. I'm not gonna continue to live my life for anyone else. So like, free is the best word that I can really say, because it just allowed me to really blossom into who I wanted to be, and it gave me the opportunity to create this avenue that I'm in now, honestly.
How do you see yourself maybe, helping that 13-year-old Lexx?
This platform, right? I'm touching into my inner child now, right? Because I get to be who I wanted to be all that time, right? I get to love who I want, create that safe space for that 13-year-old right now who may want to transition and their parents are telling them something else, or they're not sure if they like girls or they like boys, or maybe they like both, and everybody's having something to say. Girls and Boy Briefs will be that platform where we can talk about education, we can talk about sex, we can talk about the things that I didn't have trying to figure out my sexuality, you know what I mean? I couldn't go talk to my mom. Our friends we couldn't go to my friends, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't teachers and things like that. It wasn't as available. So now I want to make sure I keep it available and always be the resources that I didn't have, for sure.
When do you feel like you knew?
I knew when I knew. When I did know.
What do you know?
What did I know? I would definitely say, probably high school for sure. Because I had my little situation in like 7th grade, and then like I shut it all down.
Situation.
Yeah, like 8th grade. She was in 8th grade. I was in 7th grade, and she was like, "I like you." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I like you." I'm writing notes and shit. Little notes and shit. But she was clearly already gay. She dressed like a little boy. I was still dressed like a girl. So it was that was my first little drop, right? Playing house back in the day, which was weird, Those little weird things that you do when you're legit. But like high school for sure is when I knew for sure. Yeah. High school, boy.
So that was like the first time, right? Like that you felt like there was a girl that was hitting on you.
In high school?
But like in middle school.
Oh yeah. So like it was really out of nowhere for real. Like I had no like I said, when I was younger and you playing house and all that extra weird shit that you probably shouldn't be doing, hey, don't do that, a couple times, right? 7th grade is when I had my first girlfriend, but then she tried to kiss me, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
you said no?
Yes, I said, whoa, what are you doing? Like, and then I felt bad, like, immediately after, like, oh, damn, she's sad. Oh. Let me walk you home. I'm still not going to kiss you, but I'll walk you home.
Right. I'll hold your book.
Don't try that again, right? So then, and what's crazy was, like, clearly she was still figuring herself out, because, like, she ended up cheating on me with a boy. So it's like, sis, like, all right, so that was washed.
Okay, but maybe she was bi.
Who knew back in the day, really? Who knew really? Cause like, you know what I'm saying? And then like high school, dated boys, dated girls. But then like once I knew, even though like all throughout high school, I guess you could say bi, right?
So so you don't believe in that? Because you're like,
Bi.
what?
Nah, no, let me not do that. I'm not gonna do that. Like as a lesbian, you know how we feel about.
So the bi thing.
Oh, I don't know. You
So
can
we
be
hold on because I gotta know this because then that opens another.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like within the community that y'all are already dealing with.
Bro, there's like.
But then within there's
like there's levels to it, and it's so annoying, honestly. Like the labels and the different categories. You know, even back then it was just like you're just gay. Lesbian or gay,
yeah,
right?
Lesbian.
Gay or lesbian, right? But then now you have femme, you have STEM,
All
you
the
have
vowels,
all that shit. Like, and no disrespect,
Well, no
like,
disrespect
I know
at all,
disrespect.
yeah.
Like I love everybody, but it's to the point where like I don't want to offend anybody, and I don't want to come across as like ignorant. So like LGBTQ plus. I don't like I include that's me including everybody because there's so many levels, right? I love when you're first coming out. I'm sure like everybody's bi because you don't know, but then like there's actually women who like men and women, and that's okay. I'm okay with like fluidity. I'm cool with that. But me as a lesbian, I want my woman to be a lesbian.
Right.
Period. I don't want to date a bi girl.
Because you're afraid she's gonna go with a guy.
It's just a lot of different things that comes with that. Like, granted, trust is major. So if I can't trust you, then that's already an issue. But like, I gotta worry about guys and girls and this and that. Are you gonna leave me and go back to men? It's just a lot of different. The guys and girls,
like, does that really matter? Does that matter?
I mean,
or is it just like a person?
It's just, yeah, honestly, it's really just a person, right? That's just your preference. But me personally, I just would like you to be secure. And I mean, not that you're insecure or not secure in what you like. You like what you like. That's fine. But me personally, like if I was to fall in love with a fucking bi person, then a bi woman, then all right, I'm gonna trust you. But younger me, insecure me, damn, I gotta worry about guys. I gotta worry about girls. I gotta worry about this. I gotta worry about that.
Right.
Nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? When you're first coming out, like, sure, yeah, whatever.
So you feel like right now you are a
hell yeah secure lesbian woman. Yeah, I mean, that's not happening.
All right, so do you get hit on by guys
all the time? Like, that's cute or whatever, but like.
I told you that one guy the other day told me, "Oh, Lexx is beautiful."
I mean, I get it. I like no, but like
Alexa, I'm cute.
Yeah, like hello, I'm that bitch.
Look at this Kodak smile.
You know what I'm saying? Hoochie daddy and all. Okay, hoochie daddy shorts and all. I'm cute. Nah, but like I do, and I think it's because I don't you can still I'm a tomboy.
Your personality,
yeah, like and that's always, you know what I mean. But like I respect that the men understand, like, it's not happening, sir. I can appreciate a handsome man. You handsome, sure, you cute, but
do you feel like they try to keep you away from their girls or something? Or maybe like one of your like your boys.
Yo,
you know
like,
what I mean?
not for nothing. Like, there's been times where like they be like, yo, I'm gonna have to keep you away from my girl. Like, you know, you fire. Like, you know, I dress how I dress. You know, I present myself. I'm chill. I'm cool. But like, I've had guys, my boys, my friends be like, nah, yo, I can't keep my girl away from you. I'm like, I don't want your girl.
So they're insecure.
Right.
They're insecure.
Right. But it's just like, I think that's a men, like men in general, like if they're not secure with themselves, like I feel like any mass presenting woman that comes by, they automatically think that like, I want your girl, or I'm trying to take your girl, or.
All right, so you continue saying mass presenting.
Mass presenting, yes.
woman, right?
Yeah.
Mass presenting woman.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's something that, I mean, at least for me, it's I guess like a new term.
Is that a new term?
Yeah.
For you? Okay, so like
because the I guess the regular from what we usually
right. So
here is like the dyke, stud, butch.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so break it down.
Okay.
Because we were talking about the labels on the labels, so
right.
break it down for me.
All right. If you want to, like, for me right now, the new term is like mass presenting, like, you know, because we're masculine, but we're very feminine. I'm feminine, you know what I mean? But I dress masculine, right? I feel like I understand there's certain regions, dyke, butch, stud, whatever. There's labels within. I hate it, but it is what it is. For me, don't call me a dyke. I don't like that at all. For me, like, it's mad rough. I'm not rough. Like, I had, like, and I don't want anybody to, like, feel offended. Just, you know.
That's how you label.
Right. So, for me, it's stud. If you're going to say it's stud, like, I guess if you want to, I'm a stud, right? You know what I'm saying? I present myself like this, but I'm very feminine. I'm not a STEM. I'm not wearing makeup, right? I'm not going to put no makeup on.
STEM.
Yeah, so she's like a stud and a femme.
Oh, okay.
Right? Stud and a femme. She wears makeup, but she dresses tomboy. Then you have your femmes, right? So just for me, mass presenting female. You know what I mean? I dress as such, but it's not.
You don't wear any makeup?
Yeah, no.
Well, your skin is always flawless.
Drink your water. Stay hydrated. Aimless blood, right? Right, moisturize. Yeah. I take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I'm gay. I'm stud. Right. Whatever the fuck. I take care of myself. I'm a lady. You know what I mean? I'm manicure, pedicure. I'm gonna get me right. You know, and that's okay. There's a lot of people who feel like because they're a stud or butch or dyke or whatever, they gotta be hard. Why? You're a woman. Now, if you're transitioning and you feel as such, that's your. You know what I mean? But me, I've always embraced my femininity. You know what I mean? I don't shy away from that for sure. I just dress.
So, did you hear the term somewhere and you said, like a light bulb went off? Like, hey,
nah, like, I mean, growing up, you could call me a stud. I guess I've always been the stud, right? But now that I'm more mature, I just feel like that's a more mature way to, I guess, express how I'm presenting myself.
Right.
Like, you know, just masculine presenting. You know, it's just it's less offensive, I guess. You know what I mean? It's not so stigmatized or so like stereotyped.
So you feel like you did that for yourself, or you did that for how others would?
Honestly, I really don't want to label. Don't label me anything. You know, just let me be Lexx. You feel me? Yeah. Just let me be Lexx. I'm gay. I'm a lesbian. Leave it there if you want to take it somewhere. Leave it there. But like all these fucking labels, it's just like it just caused extra within the community where we already just need to be a unit. We already need to be a unit. We don't need to like start pitting people against each other by this person. We all
like
just
how you identify.
Yeah.
So, what would be the most feminine thing about you?
Most feminine thing about me? Shit. I'm fucking. I don't know. Like I'm dead at. Like I guess manicures, pedicures. I'm going to get my eyebrows done. We gonna.
I feel like you're really clean.
I'm clean. Like, yes, clean, yes, I'm clean.
I'm not saying that
you know like I keep myself together.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. Like always. But even when before I started dressing, you know, this way. Even when I was dressing like you know a girl, I was still always very with how I presented myself. So.
Are you a touch me not?
No. Touch me, baby. Like, give me all the loving. Nah, I'm not a touch me not. Like, there was a point in time when I was first coming out, of course, where I was trying to figure out my body, figure out who I was, what I got going on, where I was just like, and I kind of dated girls who were probably like not so, but now, give me all that.
All of it.
Give me all of that.
All right. Now, what is lesbian sex?
what is sex? Sex is sex. So lesbian sex, anything. You know what I mean? Head, fingers, we in there. All that.
We in like swimwear.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it's reciprocated both ways, you know what I'm saying? Even, penetration with toys and things like that. So lesbian sex is great.
Like when you first said, okay, I'm lesbian or I'm gay.
Yeah.
What is your thought process of like
did it go straight to
girls,
sex?
Like
no,
you know what I mean?
It wasn't even like a sexual thing as to like why I'm gay, but like when it happened, I'm like, oh, this is why I'm gay.
but I feel like that's like the first thing that a lot of people
like
kind of go to, like they think of that.
But like even
like,
because
oh, she's lesbian, oh, like two girls kissing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but see, like people are just like over sexualized. They over sexualize everything anyway. When I first came out, like I was still in like high school for real, so like I wasn't really having sex like that on either side. So it's not like I was like, oh shit, let me sex with a girl. Nah, that didn't come until like after high school, college type. You know what I mean? And that's when the sexual, sexual experiences and all that extra shit started happening. But it wasn't. It was just really like, well, she's pretty. Like I like her. Like I want to hang out with her. Like that's my wifey. Yeah.
So it was more kind of like just hanging out and just vibe.
Like we cool. Like it was no like pressure because like back in the day like. It's different with your boyfriends. They trying to be all weird and boys. You know what I mean? And boy, like, and I wasn't on that because clearly, but girls, it's like we're friends. We chilling, we hanging, we can communicate, and you're pretty.
I could really vibe.
I could really vibe.
I could really catch a vibe.
Right? Yeah.
What is a hard no sexually?
Really right now, like I'm kind of like open to doing anything at least like once, right?
You don't want anybody to tell you.
No, we're gonna talk about some things. If you try to, we're gonna, I don't know if you can just gag me, like pop a gag ball in there, like there's levels to it. We could try it once.
What?
A gag ball, like the little ball things. I don't know.
What's a gag ball?
I don't know if you put it in your mouth and like it ties and I guess you can't talk. I don't know. You never been in the sex store? There's some weird things in the sex store.
I didn't know what a gag ball is.
I don't know, but like, we open to try. I'm open to try